Most business owners think that getting from 10K to 100K a month is about doing more. Look, it's not. More hours, more clients, more hard work, more hustle, not at all. And I get it, because that's what got you to 10K in the first place. That's what you're programmed to believe works. You outworked everyone around you. But here's what I've learned from building multiple 7 and 1 8-figure business and coaching business owners through this exact transition. That jump from 10K to 100K a month is not about doing more. The 10K version of you and 100K version of you is the same person, but it's a person that makes different decisions. So it's actually about doing less, but doing different things. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Dami. I run multiple 7-figure businesses, and now I coach business owners on how to break through the ceiling that they may not even know exists. They may not even see the ceiling, but regardless, we're gonna help break you through it. And I'll be honest with you, every single business owner that I work with has the exact same problem or the exact same core problem. It's not that they're bad at what they're doing. In fact, they're actually good at what they're doing. They're too good at what they're doing, and they've actually built a cage around their own business, and they cannot get out. So today, I'm gonna break down the 3 shifts that I see separating someone who is stuck at 10, 20, or maybe even 30K a month from someone operating at 100K a month plus. And the 3rd shift is something that nobody talks about, but it's probably the most important. So watch this video until the end, and let's get into it. You have to stop being the business. At 10K a month, you are the business. You are doing everything. You're behind the chair, you're in the shop, you're doing absolutely everything. And that's the trap. It's the trap because it's worked for you. It's got you to 10K a month, which is, it's an okay wage. It's got you there, and your capacity is a ceiling. You cannot replicate yourself. You cannot clone yourself. You cannot outwork a structural problem. If your business can't run without you for a week or 2 weeks, you're just in a slightly higher paying job. You do not have a business. Most business owners at this stage, their dopamine is linked to doing the work, not the output. Their dopamine is linked to, I've worked hard, I've done 15 hours, I'm really tired. And that will make you happy during the week or even during the day, but you will not be happy at the end of the month. You need to learn to link your dopamine to the output, to the result, not to the work that you have done. Now, let me tell you about Ezekiel. Came to me with a property business and wanted to scale his Airbnb business. He was consistently doing about 5K a month, and he was doing 99% of things himself, running around the business, driving to properties, doing all of the viewings, speaking to all of the cleaners, or even sometimes doing the cleaning himself, messaging all of the guests. He had no VA, and that's when he decided, I need coaching. So we did a deep dive into his business. We installed all of the systems, the VAs, we delegated all of the tasks, we created SOPs, and today I'm proud to say that he scaled to 100K per month. It was still the same Ezekiel. It was still the same person. But what changed? The decisions that he made. A guest is locked out, systems for that. Guests are messaging, systems for that. The cleaner didn't show up, systems for that. That's how we helped him scale to 100K per month. These days he's doing 100, 110, 120, but that's the thing, right? Once you have the systems, once you have the structure, you're not stuck at 10. 10K is not the bottleneck. 100K is not even the ceiling. 100K becomes the new floor. What changed wasn't the work, it was who did it. I always say businesses need work, but it doesn't have to be you. You need to leverage staff and technology. Ask yourself, if you disappeared for 2 weeks, would the business survive? Would it crumble? Would it thrive? Now, most business owners hear this and they think, okay, I need to hire people. So they rush out, they get a VA, or they bring in a new manager, or they hire an assistant. But let me tell you one thing. Hiring the wrong people can lead to chaos, more chaos than you had before you even had staff. 3 months later, 6 months later, even a year later, if you don't act fast, nothing's changed. The new staff are constantly asking questions, things are falling through the cracks, and the business owner starts doing things themselves anyway. Or even worse, you're doing double the work because you're doing work for your staff as well. Which brings me to the 2nd shift. You need systems before you need staff. People try to scale by hiring. That's the wrong order. You cannot delegate chaos. Without a proper system, without proper SOPs in place, every hire will just create somebody that needs your decisions. You will just be creating more dependencies and more babies. Build the system, build it properly, build it robustly, then test it out, then put someone else on, test it again. If your process cannot be followed by someone else without you intervening, you do not have a process. So go back and fix it. Follow it, let me show you every time. Follow it, let me show you every time. Then let them show themselves. Let me talk to you about Oyen as well. She was doing 50 to 70K a month, and she was paying staff social media managers, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 pounds a month. We implemented AI into her business, starting with an AI receptionist that works 24/7. AI receptionists do not get sick. They do not get emotional. They do not take time off. They do not talk back. They just do the work. The point isn't AI. It's that the system was built first. Technology is only as good as the food that you feed it. So ask yourself this. If you're always feeling sick, you're always tired, you're always hungry, look at the quality of what you're putting into your body. Technology is the same thing. If you feed it with the most nutritious ideas and systems and processes, it's going to give you the best output. The point isn't about AI. It's the fact that the system was built first. Now the AI just runs it. AI is an amplifier, not a problem solver. It will only amplify to the systems, to the strength of the systems that you have. Hiring, bringing in AI will just create chaos. If your systems are robust, strong, tested, then hires and AI will do magic. Before you hire, ask yourself, is there a documented process for what I want them to do? If not, you're not ready to hire. You're ready to go back and build your systems. If you're watching this and you're seeing your own business in what I'm describing, if you're the person doing everything or you've tried to hire and it didn't work because there was nothing for them to follow, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be breaking down exactly how I help business owners build these systems and scale past where they're stuck. And follow me on Instagram, dammy.dpl. That's where I share the day-to-day of what this actually looks like behind the scenes. Now, let me get to the third shift, the one you guys have been waiting for. This is the one that changes everything. So at this point, you might be thinking, okay, I need to stop doing everything myself and I need to build systems before I hire. I understand. And those two things alone will get you a long way. But here's what I see over and over and over. The same mistake that business owners are making. When they make these two shifts, they free up time and they get some breathing room and then they plateau again. Revenue might go up a little bit, but it doesn't explode and they cannot figure out why. And the reason is the third shift. And for most business owners, especially the ones that I work with, this is the hardest one, visibility. Nobody can buy from you if nobody knows you exist. Best known beats best product every single time. Visibility is not vanity. It's not vain to be visible. Visibility is revenue. In 2026, if you're not visible, you're invisible. Most business owners at this level are invisible outside their immediate area. Never overestimate your visibility. Nobody knows who you are. That is the solid foundation and mental framework that you should operate from. I meet business owners that are scared of the camera. They're scared of trolls. They're overthinking every post. Well, guess what? If you don't post, someone's going to judge you. If you do post, someone's going to judge you. If you post once a year, someone will judge you. If you post 10 times a day, someone will judge you. So give people something to judge. Give people something to talk about. People are going to talk anyway. And what you need to understand is no one who is doing better than you, no one who is ahead of you will ever have anything negative to say. The only people that will have something negative to say about anything you do in life are people that are underachieving bums that are not doing anything with their life that you do not need to worry about. Every day you don't post, someone worse than you is getting the clients because they showed up. Let me talk to you about Shemaine. Shemaine had a very, very limited online presence with her takeaway business, but now she's averaging 200,000 TikTok views per month. People are walking into the shop from TikTok saying, wow, I saw you on TikTok. Visibility. You may think that everybody knows you, but maybe they only know you in North London. What about South London? What about outside of London? What about the whole world? What about if people don't even know in your area? We grossly overestimate our importance to society. I can guarantee you that if you walked around in your area and you asked 1,000 people if they knew what your business did and what your business is, even if you're on the high street, even if you've been there for 20 years, 80% of people won't even know about your business and they won't know that you exist. You have to be your biggest advocate. You have to be your biggest fan. Tell everybody what you do. If you don't shout about your business, how do you expect other people to? You must be your number one raving fan. The first step to becoming an authority is waking up, looking in the mirror and saying, I am an authority. The multiple seven-figure business owner that you see sitting here today, the person that is online, the person that has visibility that you see here today, this wasn't an accident. I made a decision. I am going to document my journey. I'm going to document my rise. I am going to document my experiences as I rise to the top. You do not need permission. And if you do need permission, I'm giving you permission today to be an authority in your own space. What I'll say to you right now, if you're an authority, is if you're an authority and you are not talking about what you do online, you are doing the world a disservice. More people need to know about who you are. And guess what? Social media is free. You should be posting your content. You should be speaking about your authority. You should be standing on business. You should not be hiding away. You should not be being quiet. So take this video as permission to step out into your calling. It's very important to understand that your experience could be the missing piece in somebody else's story. So if you do not post, if you do not talk about what you do, you're actually a very, very selfish human being, because you should be sharing your knowledge. You should be sharing your experience. You should be documenting things online. The only way to become an authority is to decide that you are one. And the only way to decide that you are one is to remove any limiting beliefs that are holding you back from telling the world your story. Ask yourself this question right now. What is stopping me picking up a camera and documenting my journey? What is stopping me from being more visible online? Is it that you care what other people think? Well, earlier in the video, we already addressed that. Until other people's opinions start paying your bills, I think it will be a very good idea to disregard them. Fear is one of the most over-respected emotions, right? The worst thing that can happen from posting is that you improve. Slow motion, I say this all the time, slow motion is better than no motion. And it's important as well. You know, people come, oh, what if I don't get views? Listen, views are not important. 50 views from your ideal client profile is 100 times more valuable than 500K views from a meaningless viral reel. Focus on putting out valuable content. Why can't that be you? So those are the 3 shifts that will help anybody grow their business. Stop being the business, build the systems before you hire, and make yourself and your business visible. That is it. That is the difference between a 10K a month and a 100K a month business owner. It's not about talent. It's not about luck. It's definitely not about working more hours. Every business owner I've coached through this, they were already good at what they did. There was never a problem. The problem was they couldn't see the cage that they built around themselves. And let me leave you with a question, right? We have 3 people who are digging and shoveling sand. One person is using their hands. One person is using a shovel. One person is using a bulldozer. Who do you think is having the highest output? I'll answer for you. Of course, it's the person with the bulldozer. But who's doing the least work? Again, also the person with the bulldozer. So a question I want you to ask yourself right now: where are you in your business? Are you shoveling with your hands? Are you shoveling with a shovel? Or are you sitting in a bulldozer, pressing one button and getting massive, massive results?